institutions have been lying to you guys to manipulate you guys in order to push you out of the market so that they could actually buy a lot of these assets at a lower price and get well positioned for when they're actually ready to fully adopt these cryptocurrencies and make a boatload of money off of that. I'm just going to show you guys this one particular video here because it really does summarize. So listen to this clip here.
Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. People listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal.
He says it's a fraud.
It says he'd fire anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying it.
His company is buying it.
It's just, so unethical.
Right.
So that's just one example, right? We've seen examples of this with BlackRock as well in the 2020s, with Larry Fink going on interviews and saying that he viewed crypto very warily, said it's used for illicit activity, and then they launched their own Bitcoin ETF IBIT, which we all know exists. These guys, they are lying. I think it's clear to me anyways that they are lying to you to try and push you away from XRP, from Ondo, from HBAR. And this is the thing that I think is the most important point. Why do none of these guys actively talk about XRP? Why do none of these guys actively talk about Ondo? Why do none of these guys actively talk about HBAR? Well, guess what? They are piloting programs with the XRPL and they're signing NDAs as a result of that, so they're not stealing the technology. They're investing heavily into these projects, and so they're gonna talk about Bitcoin because that's the easiest one to talk about. They can launch an ETF, they can make a lot of money on that, but the background infrastructure that's being built is on Ondo, XRP, HBAR, and possibly